One of the systems for characterizing and organizing essentially the different emotions is in terms of the dimensions that distinguish with them. And so there's a number of features that distinguish emotions. And the scientists talk about essentially 3 different ways in which emotions vary. And we can then place the emotions within, along each of those 3 dimensions. So the first of those is what's known as valence. And that's very simple. It's just that some emotions tend to be positive and some tend to be negative. So is the emotion positive or negative? So in the sense that something like sadness, fear, anger are all considered negative emotions. Things like joy, love, happiness, those sorts of things are considered positive emotions.
Yeah. We can also think about emotions differing in terms of their intensity. So if I said that someone was nervous, that would be less intense than if I said someone was petrified. If I said that I was completely besotted with someone, that's more intense than I'm a little bit attracted to someone, right? So we can think of emotions as being either very mild or very intense. Unlike positive and negative emotions, where there's more universality, people tend to prefer positive over negative. There's a lot more variation both between individuals but also between cultures in whether people tend to prefer very intense emotions. They like the high highs, they like the low lows, they like feeling exhilarated or despair, versus to what extent people seek calmness more than valence, right? So I like to feel steady as she goes, not too disturbed, my feathers not too ruffled, as kind of the more ideal emotional experience. We see temperament differences, and this is evident very early in life. So my firstborn, if I put him in the car seat and I swung it as far as I could go, he would just be absolutely thrilled with that scenario. If I did that to either one of my daughters, they would just scream and cry. That's not what they want. They want soft music, they want soothing touches, and those temperamental differences have remained even until today. We can also think about another dimension, which is duration.
Different emotions vary in the degree to which they are typically last a long time or a short time. So you could take something like surprise or disgust. Typically, that only lasts for a very short amount of time, milliseconds or even seconds, whereas some emotions, something like sadness or love, those tend to last for a longer amount of time. You can take any emotion and you can plot it within this space, saying, okay, what is its valence, what is its intensity, and what is its duration? And that will allow you kind of to make different comparisons across them.